following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time.
Alright, yeah man, CurlyLoxx device box. Yeah man, they are checking, you don't know. Yes, welcome to In the Meantime, bonus episode number 3. Yeah man, today's episode is entitled Queen of the Damned. For those who don't know what damned mean, damned simply mean, at least in a Christian belief, it means condemned by God to suffer eternal punishment in hell. Now, what in my understanding of reality is hell? It is the condition where you're living when you refuse to bend the knee or bow to discipline, or be subject to any kind of moral or spiritual authority. And of course, judging from the cover, you know, say, this is, me addressing this whole Queen Africa situation where, where we make a post and I express certain concern. And Queen Africa take the opportunity to come at me certain way. So, I use this situation as a practical example of when I show the item over the course of In the Meantime first season. I'm going to get into how a lot of the scenarios I'm show the item, how it play out in a scenario, yeah. But even though she's up on the cover, the whole thing is bigger than Queen Africa. The spiritual aspect of it way bigger than Queen Africa and this whole scenario. It always a manifest, just I use different people and different face. But we are getting a whole of that after the commercials. I'm nearly forgetting, yeah man, big up the supervisor, Ronaldo, aka President, and the whole staff of the Rio All-Inclusive Resort in Awochi Rio. Yeah man, whole heap of respect. President a real youth. I want to look out for your book where my right name, Finding the President. Yeah man. One purple nation, brother.
In the meantime, in between time, what is coming is coming.
This section In the Meantime is brought to you by Bunks About Kids Party Rentals and Renaissance Immigration Services. Them deal with all things immigration in Canada. Yeah man, just call Renaissance at 437-703-1147-8. And as usual, the consultation is absolutely free. And as usual, if you dip on the American side of immigration issues, you know what I mean, there is Lewis Law Professional Association. Them are the greatest thing in America. Them deal with everything, yeah man, like visa, citizenship, removal of conditions, waivers, and all matters related to immigration in America. Yeah man, just rest assured. Say immigration problem solved when you call 954-530-1717.
In the meantime. In the meantime, in between time, what is coming is coming.
It have a lot of people talking about it. In the previous report, I shared the videos from Footer Hype, Selector Footer Hype, and the dancehall artist Cargo. Now we are going to look at what CurlyLoxx had to say about the matter. CurlyLoxx re-uploaded Queen Africa's video with the caption stating, "At Queen Africa, check your do. Are you okay? I just saw this video. That is kind of troubling. I hope you're okay. I also hope it is some social experiment or prank. I know you're an adult entitled to your own choices, but in my eyes, I believe you were one of the few remaining with some semblance of moral and spiritual values. Don't lose hope, mama. Get back on track. I know the temptation to fit in is hard to withstand, but don't let go. There is a higher force that we must give account to. We must not act like the children when we know better. We must raise them."
Keep dancing and call it
the entertainment field community. While I give a shout out to our real fans, Queen Africa addressed CurlyLoxx of Twins. And note, Queen Africa made some mistakes stating that 2 lakhs she attacked, but definitely not 2 lakhs. CurlyLoxx.
I am only doing this video for my loyal fans. The people them will really love me for true. And see that little video that I put up the other day and see some nigga. I wonder if something wrong with Queen Africa. All you CurlyLoxx, 2 lakhs or what your name. But you never pick up your phone and call me. And you me choose to pick out, because you is a youth when me rate. If you pick up your phone and call me and say, Queen, you're good, I want to know, what me do? Rasta sexy and I long clothes. Get with it.
So I want to just hear another audio there, video turn audio. It's a blogger named Tef who give his account of Queen Ifrica reaction to a post we did make in relation to what appeared to have been a video of Queen Ifrica. I display some out of character kind of behavior. You see what the caption say? Queen Ifrica silence CurlyLoxx. Oh, she fi silence me, I never say none yet. No more post she respond to. And they like me come out come talk a bag of thing. And then she come say that and then you know hear me. But you know see how them set way to keep this drama going. You saw it work? Everybody just take advantage of the toxicity and fuckery we're addicted to. Just to get paid. 99% of them don't give a fuck about nobody. Alright, first and foremost, Mama, watch you now. Yes, I should have called you. Alright. The number when I get from you about 6 years ago, a big and black of them answer that. So obviously that is no longer your personal number. A NDM me I get means it's a third party. Secondly, none of the blogger them will take up the story and run with it. With no disrespect to them. Never sit still long enough in the excitement of the moment to get this juicy story out. To realize, say check your do in my caption when I did post the video on my Instagram. Check your do really was a type of error. It means check your DM. And if you look on the screen right now, when I say proof, say me did DM Queen Ifrica. But I come to my sense little after. I remember say from even as far back as 2019. As you can clearly see in the same DM screenshot with up on the screen right now. In the message at the top. She not too good with DM. Which as a public figure myself is totally understandable. When thousands of people are there link you. So about half hour or 40 minutes some of this. After that, me decide to reach out to her the quickest way how you reach anybody in a them time. Yeah? And that is the place where all of them there. Online. So it's easier to reach them with a tag. Especially people of certain following. And my post no negative in any kind of way. So why not? And like the average person, she just overlook all of the possibilities of what she look upon. She don't have time. She just guess what she think my motive might be. And create a story in her head about that and believe it. And have strong opinions based on her own self-delusion. And I realize that. This play out the same way with me and Black Ryan a couple of years ago. You know? When he post a gun and said, this is how you purge dancehall. And me see it as a cry for help. And when me couldn't reach him, in these same DM and all kind of other medium number one bagare. Me tag him in an encouraging post and he couldn't see the encouragement. And see same energy I play out there again. So yes, me did privately DM her. Long before me post the video expressing concern. For what me see as actions and becoming of who me see as one of my mentors. Somebody who me see as a beacon of true feminine consciousness expressed in the way nature intended. For femininity to represent itself. I'm going to show you now the me-ness we're expressing in that video and how people rebrand words and deeds when them have participated in the same deeds where them criticize people for. Remember how long ago me showing you that part in the meantime? Alright, see it again. Queen Ifrica, the one them now way. You know, she hungry but me greedy. Why am I say that? In a fear video, our video rebuttal where she just make, well now turn audio. You know, I want to just hear. She gonna say me can't tell people how to live them life. But she don't realize. Say she spend decades to do the same thing. And she don't see how simple-minded them type of statement there is. Because look what I mean now when in the meantime for how long. Me show you how people just push out information where of course is real talk. And it's definitely true. But them don't realize that truth is not necessarily true under them circumstances. Them no realize in the case where you choose a particular lifestyle or to walk a particular way. Yes, you go come talk some truth, but in your circumstance, one truth will cancel out the other. So of course, low people make them live them life. But that in the circumstance where them choose to do don't affect other people. Who no want be affected by for them choice. If you go basically say people have a right to think what them want think and do what them want do and live how them want live, just broad brush so, then basically no. Nobody know if outrage about the man who kill him cousin and our 4 pitney them couple of weeks ago down the west. We know if tell him what to do. Him supposed to be allowed to kill who him want kill. Because him have a way how him view life. With long knife in a people's throat is a positive thing. So allow him and don't say nothing, right? You know if tell the serial killer what to do. The man or woman or whosoever murdered Donnelly, them, you allow them then. You know, for outrage. And you gotta say nothing wrong if you have on certain clothes and look certain way in your house. I agree with you. But what you not realize is, mama, once you put your video on a social media platform, you no longer the home. That is not in your house, in everybody else. And Rasta, meaning people who choose discipline, certain principles, to live a certain way. You say it yourself, you know. Say, I choose and I choose to tread that way, you know. You're not tread that way if you're in everybody's living room. Just like how you dress in your own house. A midlife crisis, this moment, fuckery attack. And Purple Nation, on remember every day, I'm telling you, how we simplify reality and how that are with detriment. You hear what Queen Africa say? All of my loyal fans who love me for true. You know what love mean to Queen Africa? And the average person? Love mean just one simple thing. You have to agree with me. If you disagree with me, you don't love me. And the idea they love what we have across the whole of the hate. We can't have the one thing we're meant to help humans learn and grow. And that is conversation, genuine conversation. Because your ego tells you you're supposed to write and everybody, if you agree with you, so you enter combat instead of conversation. You're not good enough to learn from the next person. Because all you see is an enemy where you try to prove you're wrong. It make you try to figure out people's intention without exchange a word with them. And you believe whatever you create about this person in your head and go to war with people to maintain the right where you think you're right without realizing you create it. Look upon the model of love where Babylon create. And people who think them understand what a conscious person is supposed to be. A fella. Look upon the model. And them don't even conscious of it. Because them cannot be still long enough to understand where uprightness is. Look how the forces of darkness set the system. When you get caught up and lost in a definition, the oversimple definition, I love them. You're done, you know. Because when somebody love you enough, if you see you lose your way and try to remind you of who you were or of who you are, your definition, your simple definition of love, make you reject it because I see them as an enemy. Want to see the design yet? The magla love how follow in a Babylon. And because man love you and rate you, why me I remind you so you're stronger than that? Where the insult there in that? Where the disrespect there in that? You think me I tell you say this thing easy? A whole heap of time me lose myself and I remember who me is to. And the people who show me how much Zion mean to them. And how him story change them life, keep me going. You think when me look out in the world and see so much people are fucking idiot, me not feel like loudest whole heap of time? You know much time people come to me and say, oh, me not hear you. And me have to make them know say a fuckery season. And as fuck up as the question feel sometime. It is true when me tell them say a fuckery season and not my season. You're not gonna hear me so frequent when have sense in a style in a music. I mean, if just good with the reality, then just go on all the side of my pick, all in the under 6 love. Let me tell you this, mama. Whatever pressures you have got through, and you're tempted. You see the devil with them right about in the Bible? And this out of control ego. I it enslave we and lock we up in the prison with mind. I make we live with entire life in service to only it. I make a try to avoid objective reality rather than bow to it. Because the ego they tell we say we are gonna be nobody. We are gonna boring, we are gonna weak, we are gonna be punk without it. And the ego they make we believe say everything will make we important. Residing in the material world. Everything will make us valid is other people's opinion. Other people have to think the best way. So we get addicted to a thing with them. Attention. That make we even end up and do the right things for the wrong reason. I can't say that enough. So even some of the most positive preachers, because everybody a preacher now, we take every opportunity to talk the most positive things and yet nothing not change. You know wonder why? Because almost none of them not truly understand how to mean what they must say. Because it's easy to say anything at all when you're comfortable. I'm going to give an example here again. Just like a man, we are watch a prison scene in a Netflix show and start telling best friends him in a rubber sentence for him. Because AC they so in the room where them watch Netflix. But make him have to face the process. We're going to prison require him. And you see who is who. Most of them break under the pressure. We're acting out with them beliefs firmly say them is require them. And then they know say and them ego them a serve and that make them know better. From nobody where them think them more pious than. And the ego they even give way with simple-minded outlook on what we consider as uprightness. Whether you're Rasta, Christian, Muslim, and the same ego I tell you who is God. And that's why we can't live good. And that's why throughout the course of history we have so much fucking religious war with so much religious fanatic and kill so much blood-clad people. Because we socialize to believe in the concept of one or the other. And not one and the other. And this makes most of we can't work with nobody. In a no kind of relationship. See it again. You are my dog. But me and you're human. You are my girl. But me and your man. If we don't practice that out of our consciousness, then we're always at war. And we will never have a moment of peace in our life. And that's why throughout the course of history we have so much fucking religious war with so much religious fanatic and kill so much blood-clad people. Because the idea, everything including love, is fucking egocentric. My religion is better than yours. And we can't find with God's self because we're not still enough. We not go inside. Because every time we go inside, you hear a voice that tell us, this boring, this weak. This is going to make you irrelevant. And don't get me wrong, the need for social proof, which is a thing where you copy others and value them opinion, is a genuine part of human nature. But me believes at some point in time, the average human never in a low frequency. And therefore them actions and them opinions we copy and we're vital to it, used to benefit with rather than bring we down. Just like we come and say, social proof of work just like how it will work. But the oversimple beliefs what we have about everything in other low frequency, turn them against we. Most of we can chat all over, but we don't have the fucking courage to carry the life what we want. Because we ego make us afraid of it. Everybody we agree with you consciously. Yeah man, this what we do. And we know the right thing what we do. All we know the right. Every single blood clot one of we. The worst person in our world know what we do. We know what is good. We know exactly what we do. But every time we go in ourselves to try to do in practice, that's something that we know if it be done. If I tell you if we do it in practice, we're going to be weak, we're going to be punk, we're going to be clown. To who? Everybody whose opinion have to be favorable. Whose opinion of we have a favorable. It have a good. If them have something bad to say about we want dead. I don't say the trick yet. If you not bring your ego under control, you can't find your life. Just misery. Just the misery of getting everybody to agree with you. Try that. Tell me, you've been trying that. Everybody will listen to this. Try that. And it never work yet and it never will. But you keep trying it. Day in, day out, you keep trying it. Why? Because if everybody's opinion are we not favorable, then we don't exist. This is what the ego teach. Study Buddhism, study Buddhist culture. That's what them say about detachment and stillness. Go on, go do it. And see if I make up this. Go on. The ego make you into prisoners of people's opinion. Why you think it is? So much artists go down at some face. We see the condition where Jamaica in right now, in terms of crime. And still go down, they go justify The fuck with them where them a tell people in them song. Just to get to sing it and get a forward. And try to separate themselves from the consequences. Why? Because them not have no courage. Me no believe say you have good people and bad people, you know. Just scared people and courageous people. Because people do good or evil things based on where them believe. Or where them fear. Most people life built on fear. And not just few people courageous enough to do the right thing. You think a man a go up on stage even though him know way better and make him trick you? You think nobody want to go up on stage go talk about a fuckery? Because the crowd addicted to the same fuckery where them think them now are. These people who are provide that drug there for the crowd. If it's strong, if you not provide that for the crowd, you know. Because in a fear mind or fear mind. If them not do it, somebody else are going to do it. And the person they are going to beat them at the competition where them train for in all of them fucking life. Only not see the trick. You take a special person to avoid that, you know. I'm going to do the right thing regardless of what is popular, you know. So I freak, you know, since I want a special person, me that call you. You know, since I think you're somebody courageous. You know, since that me I remind you. Say yes. Where disrespect. But you say you respect me, you know. And that's why you come address it, you know. You respect me. And I call me CurlyLoxx or 2Loxx or whatever you want name. And Purple Nation. Want to see how our opinion don't miss a day at the gym? In other words, it is very strong. Yet still, she not even stop long enough to really be sure of who she attack. Then how can you understand who you address? How can you have a rebuttal but you not sure who you attack? When you choose a certain lifestyle, when you choose to walk a certain way, when you choose objective truth, the powers of darkness will write the rules in the material world. I go always intimidate you. I go always make you feel like you're nothing. Walk the road there. I go make you feel like it's boring. And that happen when I see people reach these type of midlife crisis where them at a crossroads. I wonder if them lost their childhood. Representing things that is not real. I wonder if you have to relax and loosen up a bit. Don't get jittery, mama. Don't panic. Everything we to offer you is a lie. It no lasts. Emptiness. You see the people them where you feel so happy and look like so for them life just nice and you feel like you're just boring and you need to be a part of the crowd. Let me tell you something. The biggest one of them pagan there, respect you, mama. Them have a healthy respect for you, know? Because anybody who can carry the weight of uprightness in that wicked hell, the purgatory, I go always get a healthy respect from those who can do it, even when them not say it. Because them know say them not have the strength where it take to be you, you know. The strength where it take to organize them life and discipline themselves, you know. So yes, them go ball out loud and pretend to the chaos where them about to. It's everything and like it's fun and it's nice. But they're miserable. And last, so when you jump off of the high place of uprightness, if you come join them have to lose respect for you. Because you see the courage the way take from you or anyone like you to withstand the low-hanging fruit with them have to always a catch because them not have the strength to climb a tree. Them admire it genuinely because them can't do it because them find it hard. You know, a commercial break here, man.
Dream Weekend returns to the white sandy beaches of Negril, Jamaica on July 29th through August 1st, featuring live performances from Skang, Governor, Spice, Ding Dong,
After the show, it's after party.
Sizzla Kalonji, Marksman, IQ, Joshi, Ridicule, and many more. Book your at Dream Weekend tickets now and secure your spot at the Caribbean's largest festival. Dream Weekend Negril, Jamaica, July 29th through August 1st. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly.
In the meantime,
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
The ego is a rascal thing. And the rules remain the same right across the board. Because what happened to Africa is no different from what happened to a woman in a relationship who feel the need to go, she have a good man, and feel the need to go relevant to her next man. Or other men. Because she don't have the courage to stand by the choice or the so-called choice where she make. Because she don't know, so when you lead from ego, you only can select You don't have the courage to make choice. When you're there so with your one man and everything look pretty over your next side. If you don't know where you're about or understand what a choice is, your Lego and gonna fuck down your whole place. And it's not just a woman thing. It's a people thing. I can tell you say them temptation are not exclusive to Africa. Because the same thing happened to Sizzla. When him come out and the whole world drop on him foot. And the whole Jamaica up a judgment yard. I said blessed and I hold up their heart. Me see some of the biggest whore. Sell pussy girl. I said for tell me if my skirt long enough and no come and I want him bun me now. This is the impact what Sizzla make. Me see Sizzla walk going to get away a war for how much year, and when Sizzla go they go say done the war. Instant. This is how powerful this man was. Crime rate drop and broke like buckle. And when the musical season change and people start say, alright, oh, a little bit of the dancing thing and some whole heap of something over here, so. And some gun something around this one and some whole heap of little thing over there, so. Sizzla move from Messiah with a purpose to artist. When him want back the power of the attention there. Him go move from the heights where him did there. Down to the hype with the regular artists them there. And go start seeing force up in a pussy and put on a bushy and murder boy, this me dead. And it neutralize him. And he refuse to acknowledge it. And that bring an elephant in the room between him and the fans. We never really address to this very day. All it takes, I just own it. And keep moving. But the ego no allow that. It make you have a perfect in the eyes of others. You're not allowed to make mistakes or get it wrong. In the eyes of others who are also driven by them ego. So where you going to put the rest of yourself? We're not allowed into the equation. And your inside are going to become a turbulent, desolate wasteland of thoughts and feelings where you have to deal with by your own. You don't see the trick yet? And what me do? Me hate Sizzla if I say that, right? But when most I want to know, me, perhaps more than the other people, have the greatest reasons to love Sizzla. Like a musical big brother. Because in some of the roughest of times, outside of Bounty Killer and Cape Town, and them man there help with the most. And I love me can see something. And why you do the real thing. No pun intended. Because I know so you're better than that. And I want you to do the same thing for me. And this idea so we have a perfect and 100. Make our lives so fucking hard. As bad as we don't like to think about other people, and the pressure we put upon ourselves for perfect, make our fucking lives so hard. When perfect by Babylon definition is an illusion. When you do this way you do now, you erase all of the great works where you ever do now. And most people now go take you serious again. That's why Cargo can come now and say, him glad say him can see you and say, hey, fat pussy girl, or fat pussy freaker. I mean a paraphrase, but that him say. And at this point, based on how short the average person attention span is. Yes, you give them something for talk, but the talking stop. You're going to need the next hit. And it's not going to be a song if you're a TikTok star now. It don't take a while to build back that if you don't own the mistake. The 5 minutes are gone, you have to go do something else for shock. So what next? So what? Sex tape? What next? A Rasta fans only page? You know, so you could have sing one of your songs them for 6 years, 10 years. You know, so you could have sing any one of your songs, anytime. And it have the same relevance. Because even the biggest pagan have to bow down to objective reality, even in a silence. They have to humble themselves to the God in a them kind of song. Now you want to go down to the level where you have to suck a wood next week for shock people. What the fuck there, man? Put down your ego and stop worrying about my intention. And look for me I say a show. Fuck what me think. Fuck what is my motive. How much fans like me out there for you? Who have that balance there? We say, boy, I know nothing, man. She slip up last week. She can get back on her foot this week. Very few. And the first thing from people, when you point out a flaw is always, you're going like you're perfect. But if me can't point out a genuine flaw that is obvious, who are act perfect when them take such an offense to something we are true? Me bad mind now, though. Me I fight against you. Me I take a moment, Africa, to invite you to a broader perspective of not only love, but everything where you consider a little too simple. Me say all of what me just say, if simply say, stronger than that, nothing.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
I'm telling you something, man. That social media thing is a serious thing, you know. And people don't understand the psychological implications of this thing. Them don't have a clue. Wait I do to them. Because them feel like them conscious reality are them only reality and them not have a clue what the subconscious is and how it works. We addicted to every problem we are about every week. Them no want to get rid of that problem them. And them no know. And now the bag of complaining about things where you know want to fix my problem. A man will agree with you right now. If you tell him say 95% of people in the world are idiot and it's like zombie. Who don't understand them mind. None at all. Them just a float and go through the world. And them all agree with you. Him shake your hand and I say, wow, you're the greatest. Oh, you not even know my blood I run coal and baiting. I say, wow, that's how much him agree with you. You will tell him that social media is not the real world. And how make believe it is. You will show them in details how people buy followers and how our opinion is being manipulated right round the clock. And we don't have a genuine opinion and not know where we look on in a life, much less social media. Social media even worse. The virtual world is an imaginary place for manning. And them all agree with you. 100%, yeah, man. Fire emoji. And the whole heap of 100 sign them. Yeah, man, everybody. I say, yeah, real talk. You will point out somebody and prove it and say, you know, say that person that when they check it, them buy follower XYZ and Larry, boom, bam, 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 boom. Thump off your fist. And nothing what you just say to him no stick. Nothing what you just say to him no register. Because the first thing him do, when you show him that, is compare your followers to the person where you talk about. And place value upon the person they over you. Because them have what? More follower. And them walk from the conversation there. And everything where them go choose to do, whether follow somebody, whether support something, I go base off of them same thing, they like verification and all kind of things that can be manipulated. Things where you just explain to them say not real. And them think them conscious self is very logical and understand reality. Alright, I'll play a song now from my youth named Skella. It I go show you what I go on.
Friends not following friends on IG, young artists changing the genre. This and many more to be answered right here by Skella.
Now follow me, now follow you. IG eager, it coulda blow. Star too feeble, summer turn moon. Walk with the Kate, now buy them view. Now follow me, now follow you. IG eager, it coulda blow. Star too feeble, summer turn moon. Them lack of patience, stagnant a clue. And my time now, yeah, me been a wait. Before me kick the gate, let me tell you this straight. Dance all nice, but people say you great. Me no frightened for boy, nah vanity no grace. Run it. That's how they hot daddy, go on.
Friends not following friends on IG, young artists changing the genre. This and many more to be answered right here by Skella.
Now follow me, now follow you. IG eager, it coulda blow. Star too feeble, summer turn moon. Walk with the Kate, now buy them view. Now follow me, now follow you. IG eager, it coulda blow. Star too feeble, summer turn moon. Them lack of patience, stagnant a clue. And my time now, yeah, me been a wait. Before me kick the gate, let me tell you this straight. Dance all nice, but people say you great. Me no frightened for boy, nah vanity no grace. As a boy sing a song, all of a sudden him great. Tough in my place, fully stamped with my name. 360, control for the game. Nah do this to the fame, but the question I aim.
Would you do a collab with a Nicki or Jake?
Nicki too fake and Jake not too straight. Run it. That's how they hot daddy, go on.
Friends not following friends on IG, young artists changing the genre. This and many more to be answered right here by Skella.
Now follow me, now follow you. IG eager, it coulda blow. Star too feeble, summer turn moon. Walk with the Kate, now buy them view. Now follow me, now follow you. IG eager, it coulda blow. Star too feeble, summer turn moon. Them lack of patience, stagnant a clue. And my time now, yeah, me been a wait. Before me kick the gate, let me tell you this straight. Dance all nice, but people say you great. Me no frightened for boy, nah vanity no grace. As a boy sing a song, all of a sudden him great. Tough in my place, fully stamped with my name. 360, control for the game. Nah do this to the fame, but the question I aim.
Would you do a collab with a Nicki or Jake?
Nicki too fake and Jake not too straight. One to the Addy and the Vado were great. The Busy and the Diddy and the Column with them create. Hybrid, rebirth, 90s page. Wicked and strange, me no smarty for them team. Them too lame and I do it in vain. Stuck in my waist, thank God me no change. Now follow me now follow you. IG ego, take it with a blow. Start too feeble, summer turn moon. Walk with the cake, now buy them view. Now follow me now follow you. IG ego, take it with a blow. Start too feeble, summer turn moon. Them lack of patience, stagnant have a clue.
Them say the younger generation have no talent. Controversy them take feed.
That a lie. Me just say me be an artist, mash up dancehall. And which part the biggest show king? The rhythm them a chat now. No one jack na beat. Talent no recognize a viral a do it. Good music still a make a just the media na pre. Check it now.
Alright, yes. I think my name IG Ego, yes, Scala. Yeah man. Available on all platform. Yeah man. Produced by Lamar Kush. Yeah man, big up the eye himself.
In the meantime.
Alright, Purple Nation, do remember to log on to Amazon, yeah man, and get Planet Hurt. Yes, the idea and the process. You understand? Planet Hurt Volume 2 coming very, very, very soon. And also get, the Road to Zion, the revised version. For those who still ask where the book is available locally, you don't know already. Available at JA Deals, Park Plaza, After 36D Constant Spring Road, Kingston. And the number to call is 876-288-7705. Also 876-616-9370. JA Deals also located at shop number 8 Market Street Plaza, Black River, St. Elizabeth. And the number for call a branch there is 876-277-0311. And for a limited time, save 10% when you buy Planet Hurt and www.jadeals.com. You can do that in 3 simple steps. Step 1, click the link below or the link pinned in the comment section. Step 2, just click buy now. Then step 3, enter the coupon code Zion and check out, and that's it. And JA Deals deliver island wide. Payment methods, me don't get to that, man. Them accept bank transfer / deposit, and I think we name Link, which is Jamaica's equivalent to Cash App. And you don't know, them have credit and debit card, PayPal, cash and delivery. Let me explain that real quick. You log in same way, enter your Zion same way, and them deliver it to your front door, and you pay for it when it reach. Them also accept cryptocurrency and live walk-ins at any one of the branches. So, yeah, man, get Planet Hurt. Invest in your mind.
In the meantime.
Alright, so you don't know, this section of the program is brought to you by Renaissance Immigration Services. The first time I hear about Renaissance, me think out of Windward Road them there, out of Bellevue, because we are the maddest thing of Canada them when it come on to immigration services. Think about immigration of Canada? Renaissance got you covered. Renaissance believes as long as there was a way into your immigration problem, there is always a way out. Yeah man, just shout them now, 437-703-1147 to 8. And the consultation as usual is absolutely free.
In the meantime.
Truth and reality and a dream time. CurlyLoxx. In the meantime, listen to theme time. Galanga tell them say a Rasta run the world, a CurlyLoxx run the world.
Six the king of the purple nation.
When we say purple, what mean that?
I bet this now go viral. I bet this now go trend. Most of them might consciously agree with me. Yeah man, a real talk, DJ. But subconsciously, this is another reaction one it really want, though. We should have come tell her how much string catch her up. And I say, go suck your mother gal and, excitement, and then you go check where she go say back and, dance all nice again. Like when always say every time there is some kind of confrontation. Then I go just back and say, what wrong with them artists, yeah, man? Them can't live good. Be honest, why not click on the whole of this something where I say, Queen Africa, silence CurlyLoxx. It's exciting, eh? Don't get me wrong, when certain reaction necessary, You will get that, because as me always say, everything have use. But this no need that. This is about the courage to offend. It is not about who have the greatest, fiercest argument for the next person. The courage to offend is about the courage to put yourself and where other people are going to think about you. Other people where you love are going to think about you. Last, and remind them of who them is when them forgot. Or who them capable of being when them forgot or it seem like them don't know. I want to say dog boring, a lie? Prefer when the dog will stir it up, a lie? Jaja. Alright, me will continue the topic, but before me go any further, me have to do this. Me have to pause for your cause. I just want to say on a personal level, the loss of dancehall DJ Merciless is a great loss for not only Jamaica but the whole Caribbean, who I personally believe produced the greatest set of people on the planet, with no apology to any other culture. A great loss for dancehall. And right now, I'm going to take a moment for condolences to, the family of Merciless, and Clarendon and a whole, because Merciless carry Clarendon on him back. Him not left Clarendon out and nothing at all. So I'm going to play that one for the family especially, who are grieved at this time. This is a 1 minute a cappella. This a cappella is coming from an artist named Garrison Youth. So we'll take a minute out of the time for salute a talented, lyrical genius. I'm happy say me did get to tell Merciless these things long before him pass. So my brother in my book, you go always be remembered as a giant. So purple salute, my brother. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Jaja give me strength whenever I'm feeling down. Sometimes I feel I'm in this wilderness. I feel like I'm alone, but I know he's right there with me. Every second of every day, I hear the words of his angels. Them voice when them say, or when them tell me say, everything is gonna be okay. Just tell me self it tell you, just hear what I say. Pack up your troubles and throw them away. No, remember self it pray. Yeah, everything is gonna be okay. Just tell me self it tell you, just hear what I say. Pack up your troubles and throw them away. No, remember self it pray. Yeah.
In the meantime.
My question to Africa, in the last moments I know is, what is the angle? What is the reason for doing all of this? What are you proving? Give them something to chat about, Why? Yeah, prove that people are idiot, then how much time you gotta prove that people are idiot? We don't know that for like thousands of years now, man. How long you gotta prove that rain fall before you get an umbrella? But what you overlook is the fact. So people who care about you are going in the reaction to your actions too. People where you inspire, including me. I go see what you do as a Rasta losing hope and them are going to react if them not reach you. How about those who don't have no means to reach you? Them are going to react. Because when they naturally think they must see is somebody who are trading greatness for fakeness. What wrong? Whether publicly or privately, with reminding you of who you were, who you are. What wrong with that? There was no celebration in my caption. Say, whoa, look how she dropped on her face. But the pagan, them who you think are your friend, they must celebrate that, Because by way them think you do, them glad. Because them not have to go up to your level. Them not have to follow no kind of discipline. That make them happy, And jump for joy, You remember when we play a song, Queen Africa, In the Meantime? In times like these, we are missing our heroes. Highlight say you're one of the few remaining with that type of consciousness. Yeah. I love how you hold it. Of course, me a paraphrase, but you remember that? Where the hype for me that look when we play that? Why you never do a video dedicated to that? Why you never make a post say you love that? Why you never DM or call me and say you love that? Well, you never see that, but you see this on my Instagram. You can't claim say you never see it. Because if even somebody in your camp, how them never tell you? Say me play a song for my show. And I big you up for hold it. And when I say hold it, hold the pressure. And when you have something to hold, the possibility of letting go is there. I'm just there to remind you. So you shouldn't. What's wrong with that? It's how the average human mind work. You know why you don't notice none of them something there? Because your mind register it as so it figure. Everything that is in agreement with you, you don't notice. But as soon as your mind find agreement with you missing, that's how it pick up the disagreement. And I try to bring back those who disagree under manners. Want to see how this work? Want to see the trick yet? As me disagree with you, me hear your voice. And this not just exclusive. This episode is not about Queen Africa. It's about the energy we most we subscribe to and don't notice it. And it destroy our life. The outer control ego there. Not the same thing happened with Erykah Badu. When she make Megan Thee Stallion call her out on stage and she come out and twerk. I try to prove that she down with the modern crowd. Everybody a lose hope, left, right and center. Everybody feels a morality of some old people something. And them need attention, them need somebody to focus on them, them need to be relevant. And them have no clue so if them truly find them inner self and believe in it. Them don't need no outer validation. We might tired to hear this. But we're under the control of the same old devil. Same old ego, the same old out of control ego. We tell we who is God. And because of it, none of we can find with true God self, with true inner self. So we don't live in the state of no. We just trap in the state of try believe everything. And the anxiety from that kill we. Where you go through bigger than you in Africa? Where you go through something you have to say and understand? It's bigger than you, man. And the same thing happened to Cargo, Fantan, Bojo, who couldn't just come out and say, yo, I make a mistake. The same old ego. The same old I cannot be wrong. When the Bible talk about Daniel in a lion's den, you ever hear that story there? What do you think it talk about? Some literal lion? No, it's symbolic. It means that when you have faith, which is knowing the objective reality can go one different way. Knowing. You 100% trust a certain thing can only go a certain way. Long before them happen. Because they have been happening from the beginning and it will go happen the same way in at the end. When them say Daniel in a lion den and none of them no bite him, it simply mean him surrounded by some whole heap of dangerous pagan, wicked, insecure, scared, adult, tall fucking children. What do every fucking thing to make him lose faith? And him understand them. And therefore remain unbothered by them. Them couldn't draw him off him faith. No matter how loud them fucking roar. And chat.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, boom, 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 time.